about a week into March when the warm stretch began. And on this particular day, it was 51 degrees in the Berkshires. Mason and I had arranged to meet up late morning to check in on some things and make plans for spring. So I spent the early morning in the office designing one of my new spring coffee labels before headed out. It's called Red Bucket Blend, and it's a dark roast that's inspired by the smells of a Hilltown sugar shack.
Tried breaking it.
You did?
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, I didn't really try.
I got these new security clearances.
Oh, yeah. The side door.
First order of business was to get my old blue truck running top before spring. And so we met at my parents' house to see what kind of job we were getting ourselves into. It's been leaking oil ever since I got the truck, so we surmised that it must be the front and rear main seals on the block.
Oh yeah, just bathed in oil. So we'll disconnect both ends, take the drive shaft out. That'll be probably the first thing we do.
2 sets of hands.
2 sets of hands. 4 hands. 4 whole hands.
All this for a little seal.
All this disconnects from the rear differential. Oh, that'll be fun. People complain after a while. They're like, hey, there's a huge oil stain on my driveway. You were here for an hour. Actually, though.
And while we had it in the shop, we'd take care of a couple other small things too. Little to-dos I never got around to last fall. And it's always an exciting feeling to fire an old machine up after a winter's worth of sitting.
No, it started right up. Oh, where'd it? Leaked so much oil, we're gonna replace the seals on the front and back of the motor.
Oh!
I'm glad we're gonna get into this before the season.
Yeah.
Do you think we should just do the carb while we got it in there?
Got it.
It's just unbelievable out.
And then we fueled up with a late morning burger and coffee before heading out on an adventure we'd been thinking about for a few weeks.
First YouTube video, so we were doing that. And
We were going to ski to my cabin and get some building plans set for spring. And we couldn't have picked a more pristine day. The melt was undeniable, as the seasons were shifting right in front of our eyes. We were going to skate ski, which is a much faster technique than the classical striding style that I've shown you before. Mason and I both grew up skiing, and we raced together in high school, so it's always a blast when we get out on the trail together these days. And this hard, icy snow, though dirty, was certainly fast.
That is so cool. This is gonna be hard to stop. Oh wow.
We were finalizing the design of the kitchen and the staircase up to the loft. And we took our time and we did the plans right, and we saw visions of summer the whole way through.
Averages. What are you buzzing at? What are you buzzing at, man?
And just as we were finishing up, I got a call from John to confirm that we'd be stopping by his grandfather's after we finished skiing. His grandfather was doing some forest thinning, and John thought it would be cool to show him drone pictures of the operation. And so we skied in the golden hemlock forest along the river, and even made our way to the old farm nearby to say hi to the owner, who we made friends with during the cabin driveway build. and it felt glorious to be skiing in a t-shirt. It always brings back old memories of spring skiing as a kid. Mason and I would always get rowdy and build hidden jumps on the local trails. And we arrived at John's grandfather's just before sundown. And to our sweet surprise, his family was collecting sap. I believe it was the first big run of the season.
Everything's great. Future reeks of prosperity.
Wow.
Yeah. Not bad.
So what the got this outside in front of her? Jordan, get rid of that thing when you get spare time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Get rid of it.
What do you wanna ball?
Hey, let's hoist Jordan up on this branch right here and take a picture.
It's gonna break.
No, you're 40 pounds on here. Come on, let's try it.
Not gonna work.
Come on, Jordan, don't be under. Hold your ass so much.
So much. Tremendous.
Come on, Mason, come here.
Like a normal person.
Come on, Jordan, let's show how
This is
our
where
two goes. You got me to stand on, just make it down.
Here, I'll slide off this side. Okay.
Roger, that's quite the... She's so light, right? Literally. No, alright, you and Mason hoist me up there. I want to... Come on.
Mason was all yours.
No,
I'm not Oh, Mason. I got your foot.
Gotta admit, it's freaking beautiful out. And you know, if I had anything to say, it'd be
And so after John and his little sister Jordan got a few photos on the branch of the big maple, we all popped up there to watch the sun drop down.
base, get up.
Ah.
Kyle just jumped up to the good knee. The break, the third is up. I love how he slithers down. This is great though. You're pumping out all the syrup. Buckets. But one simple, measly gallon. According to you, you say 40 to 1, so I guess we get what, 1 and 1? 1 and 1/10 of 1? That's nuts. I don't believe it.
I don't believe it.
You know? But yeah, no, the big hog, just barely reach it. Set the frame of nail in there, just go boom! Sets that nail right there. No, you do, you know what I'm saying? End of the hammer's got a magnet.
Yeah, no, I know. I've seen them.
Yeah, dude, you just straight up. The only way to use it is just straight up hit it hard.
And John's father showed up just after sundown and told us how if you stand in the forest just after the buckets are emptied, you'll hear the most peaceful and beautiful New England symphony. And so Mason and I stood there listening to the pattering sound that would only last until the sap covered the bucket bottom. Ephemeral, like a lot of good things are. And though we didn't say a word, we both knew that from here on out, when we talk of spring, this day will always come to mind.